So, friendly reminder, you should have your breakdown out in front of you. Tomorrow, we have a 3-day weekend, of course. I'm going to let you take a photo of this before I start writing so you can use it if that's what you would like. I don't really care. So, friendly reminder, on Monday we have no school. Not that I need to tell you. Here's the backside. Yeah, I know it's a lot. Monday we have no school. On Tuesday when you come in, you have 1 through 10 in a lecture. Wednesday, 1 through 20 in a lecture. And then Thursday you have a test. So let's go. All right, here we go. Write small. Here we go. House versus Senate is your first subheading, and I'd write it as high as you can. House, and then with a pretty big gap, write Senate on the same line. Under House, write 435 members. Senate, write 100. For next to 435, write by population, by pop. And this is 2 per state. And then draw a nice little line. And this is by members. Kind of butchered that, but that's okay. All right. Underneath, you have 2 years. Every 2, in parentheses, every 2 years. Then you have terms is in the middle. Then you have 6 years under Senate. And then it is 1/3 every 2 years. And then draw a nice little line under that. And then you have 25 years, citizen for 7. Live in district. This is minimum in the middle, minimum qualifications. And this is 30 years under Senate, citizen for 9. And it's live in state. Okay. Then you have election to Congress. Apportionment, APPORTIONMENT, which is distribution of seats based on pop. When I say pop, it means what? There you go. Then I have reapportionment, REAPPORTIONMENT, which is shifting of seats. Based on new census. Then you have congressional districting. Which is dividing a state between representatives. Then you have gerrymandering. Is shifting of congressional districts. To benefit one political party. Underneath that, you're going to write Baker versus Carr. And what is that? Supreme Court case. Reapportionment. Challenges are not political under 14th Amendment, which we'll get into on Tuesday. Then we have Shaw versus Reno, legislative, redistricting must be mindful of race and voting rights act. Changes in Senate is your next subheading. You need to know originally senators were chosen by state legislatures, and it changed with 17th Amendment. Voted by the people of that state with popular vote. Perfect. That's the first column done. Okay, other side. Incumbency effect. Write as high as you can. INCUMBENCY. Incumbency effect. It's people in office are more likely to be re-elected. Parentheses, both houses. Okay, and your little arrow, name recognition. I'm going to list a bunch of things. Name recognition, constituency, constituency, parentheses, solving problems, end parentheses, media exposure, and fundraising. Okay, leadership is your next subheading. HOR stands for, there you go, Speaker of the House. Number one spot. Drawing a little arrow, assigns bills to committees. Controls floor debates and appoints committees. Elected by majority party. Senate. Majority leader. equals number 1 spot. You need to know most influential. Plans, party, legislative program, and directs floor debates. Underneath that, we have president, pro, TEMPORE, which is the number 2 spot. And they preside when the vice president isn't there. It is ceremonial. Then you have the vice president. Number 3 spot. And in parentheses, in Congress. Okay. Now, if you could be a senator or the vice president, which one would you want to be? Vice president. They have more power. But when we're talking about in Congress, they're the number 3 in the Senate. Does that make sense? Hello? You could always want to be vice president over senator, but in Congress, they're number 3. Okay? They cannot debate, but can vote to break a tie. Okay, your next subheading is committee system. It allows Congress to divide work and allow specialists to increase speed of legislation. Bullet point, legislation, leadership is in committees. Is based on seniority or length of time there. Second bullet is membership is determined by percentage of party in the 2 houses. 51% Republicans equals 51% of committees. All right, this is your last little blurb. Types of committees. First one is standing, which is permanent. Agriculture, energy, and veterans. Those things always are issues. That's why we have it. Then we have select, which are temporary. Example would be January 6th committee. They investigated January 6th, and when they finished their investigation, it was done. It was gone. Then you have joint, which both houses, parentheses, perm. Perm means permanent. And that would be Iran-Contra, which we will be discussing. And then you have conference, and that's your last one for this page. It's temporary for both houses. And it is all about compromise. Yes. Of course, my love. All right. Are we having fun? It's okay. You'll be okay. Would you like to see my stitches? I'm just kidding. It freaks Henry out, which is kind of funny. Ooh, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Important committees. Write it as high as you can. Oh, did I show you the back? So you could take a photo of it, did I? So smart. Here we go. Important committees. Write it nice and high. Important committees. House. Underneath that, you have Rules Committee. Decides what bills get to floor. Then you have Way and Means, which writes tax codes and other revenue raising measures. And you have Senate. You have APGov and they are responsible for federal budget. Then you have the Foreign Relations, which is foreign aid. Arms selling and treaties. Then you have judiciary. Conduct hearings. Prior to judges. Appointments. Draw a little arrow. Supreme and federal. Underneath that, put a little star and write caucus. C-A-U-C-U-S, which is an informal group of members who share a common goal. Black Congressional Caucus. Is an example. Okay, roles of Congress members is your next heading. Okay, I'm going to list off a bunch of things with a dot in between them. policymaker, representative of district, servants, committee members, and party members. I'm going to start a sentence. All politicians can be broken into 3 groups. First one is a delegate. Does whatever. Constituents want and has no opinion. Then we have a trustee. After listening, members vote on their own opinions. Then you have Politico, which members vote on party lines. Okay, your next heading is how a bill becomes a law. One, a bill, parentheses, or proposed law, end parentheses, can be created in either house except revenue bills, parentheses, house only. Two, in the house. Okay, this is how a bill becomes a law. Okay, so in the house, this is how it goes. When I say, oh, never mind. All right, bill intro. Arrow. Subcommittee. Arrow. Then to committee. Arrow. Can someone grab that? Rules committee. To set. Debate. Rules. Arrow. Debate in the House. Arrow. A vote is taken. 2, because it can either be created in the House or in the Senate, so it just depends. In the Senate, arrow, bill intro, arrow, assigned to a committee, arrow, might go to subcommittee, arrow, approved or rejected by committee, arrow, debate by Senate. We're almost there. Come on. I've done it 3 times. You can do it once. A vote is taken. Star. No rules committee in Senate. All right, last column. Here we go. 3. Conference committee. Resolves any differences between the House and the Senate versions of a bill. The star cannot add new material. 4. Bill goes back to Senate. And House to vote on compromise version. 5. Presidential action. Okay, President can sign. Okay, when there are 4 things the president can do. I'm just going to write a 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 4 things they can. Sign or veto. Over veto, I'm going to write 2. Bill. Allow bill to become law. 3 above law by not signing it, or a pocket veto. Parentheses, doesn't sign it. Within 10 days of the end of legislature. Okay, put a star. 3, or pocket veto should have a 4 over it. Congress can override a veto. With 2/3 vote in each house. All right, legislative tactics is your new heading. Discharge petition gives power to the House to take bills that the Speaker and leadership don't want to vote on. Filibuster. Unlimited debate. To stall. Action on a bill. It's Senate only. Okay, period. CLOTURE, cloture, ends, filibusters. With 60 signatures. Then you have pork barrel legislation. I know you're tired. I am too. Just get it done. Pork barrel legislation. When politicians provide funds and projects for a member's home district for re-election purposes. Then you have log rolling. In quote, support my bill. I'll support yours. End quote. Then you have riders, additions to legislation that have nothing to do with bill, but added to get a yes. Vote on the bill. Lobbying. We are so close. Trying to influence Congress members. Then you have what we call a divided government. Yay, last two things. When one party controls the executive branch and another controls legislature. Ooh, I cannot wait to be done. One more. Political polarization. Party members are less likely to vote across party lines. Party allegiance. Yay! Oh my God, doesn't that feel great? A little sweat in your morning. Whoop, whoop. All right, take your highlighter. Let's go. Flip it to the front. Let's start on the front and work our way through. You need apportionment. You need... Oh, let me zoom out. You need apportionment. You need reapportionment. You need gerrymandering, which is a huge deal. And you need all of your Supreme Court cases, obviously. So I'm just going to put a box around them. Okay. You need incumbency effect. AP loves that. Leadership. You need Speaker of the House. You need Senate Majority Leader. Okay. And then you need to know your committees. flip it. You need to know your rules committee, very popular. You need to know operations and judiciary committees. You do need to know caucus, they love it. There's a bunch of them, not just the Congressional Black Caucus. You need to know delegate. I'm telling you right now, this will absolutely 1000% be on your AP exam in multiple questions because they love this shit. I don't understand it, but they do. They love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay? You need to be aware of presidential actions. You need to know filibuster. It's very controversial. You need to know pork barrel legislation, log rolling, writers, lobbying, which is a huge topic we'll be discussing, divided government, and political polarization. All right, those are the big ones you have to know. Okay, go on to Canvas, submit it. Go on to Canvas and submit. It's open. Yay! How much time do I have? 5 minutes? Okay, perfect. I'm going to pass out your new Supreme Court case. What? I'm going to pass out your 2 Supreme Court cases. Put them in your binder so it'll be easier and faster access. You should be submitting this on campus. Rod, I love the glasses. Why? Are they new?
No.
They're pretty fast. Oh, I like them. You should be submitting this on Canvas. Yeah, sorry, I was counting. I wasn't ignoring you. I was counting. And counting for me is really hard. Yeah, that's fine. It just needs to be submitted by Thursday. But if people are done, we might as well submit, right? So we don't have to think about it. Yeah, you have till Thursday to submit, but if you're done, we might as well do it now. Here is your second Supreme Court case. Shall we start one? Aren't we glad my air conditioning is back? I'm pretty excited about it. Good talk, guys. All right, on Tuesday, we're doing 2 Supreme Court cases. Does it get any better? Shall we start one now?
No.
Why? How much time do I have?
Like a minute. Like literally like a minute.
I have 6 minutes?
No, you have like all minute.
You are fake news. My girl Addison would never lie to me. 6 minutes, we're doing it. Take it out. This is better for you in the long term. Take it out. Which one? You want Shaw or Baker?
Baker.
Let's see what the first one I can find is. Oh, Addison, love you, girl. Love you, mean it. Love you, mean it. They may not like you, but I do.
Look at this. Look at this. That? No. I suppose my heart
Oh, you lucky ducks. I'm not giving up hope yet. Okay. See, look at all this time that we could have totally knocked out one of them. Where are you? Where are you? All right, here we go. Baker versus Carr. Woo! Let's start it. That way it makes our lives a little easier. And we like easy, don't we, friends? You look genuinely shocked. Don't all your classes move this fast? Is this literally the only one?
Yes.
Why? What are my peers doing? This whole case is about political representation. Why would I want us to waste time if we can do it together? I'm so excited for that. Political representation is what this is all about. Okay, so Charles W. Baker and other Tennessee citizens allege that the 1901 law designed to apportion the seats for the Senate for the state's General Assembly was virtually ignored. Baker's suit detailed how Tennessee's reapportionment efforts ignored significant economic growth and population shifts within the state. Now, what we know is a portion are the districts of elections. Okay? So, apportions, okay, we just wrote on our sheet, are the distribution of seats based on population by population. So, what they're saying is it was virtually ignored, which means they did not adjust for population changes. Why would they not? In Tennessee in 1901, why don't you think they're changing? Is there a political party probably in power that doesn't want to shift? Hello? Yes. Oh my God, you guys, your enthusiasm's off the chart. Love it. Love to see it. Here we go. In an opinion which explored the nature of political questions and the appropriateness of the court action in them, the court held that there were no such questions to be answered in this case, and the legislative apportionment was a justicable issue, which means you can challenge states' apportionment or creation of districts. So you can now challenge it starting in 1901. In his majority opinion, Justice Brennan provided that past examples in which the court had intervened to correct constitutional violations in matters pertaining to state administration and officers through whom which state affairs are conducted, Brennan concluded that the 14th Amendment, oh my God, we'll finish on Friday. How exciting, guys. How wonderful. Bye. Always a pleasure.